All right, so in case you don't know what the most recognizable trophy in fishing is, that is the Bassmaster Classic Trophy. And you do not have one of these. But this guy right here does. And this guy is a good friend of mine.
That was too good.
And I came to the Livingston Lures booth to tell you guys about Livingston Lures. But I would be crazier than I already am if I came to the Livingston Lures booth to tell you about Livingston Lures with Mr. Livingston Lures standing in the booth. So listen, Randy, here's the thing. I want you to tell us what's new, what's old, what's the same with Livingston Lures, and tell these knuckleheads watching why they should throw a Livingston Lure. So look, I'm gonna get out of the frame. I might jump in once or twice, but for the most part, I'm gonna turn it over to the man himself.
I bet he's gonna keep talking the whole time.
I'm
right?
not.
Come right over here.
All right,
Let's look at the bait.
So follow him.
So, it's like Chad said, Livingston's been making all the sound technology baits for like almost 9 years now, and so time really flies. But man, when it goes by fast when you're having fun. But we're still patenting. The only company in fishing that has sound technology, so crawfish, shad, all the real sounds. That's why nobody can copy it, because it's all patented. So, like Chad said, we got you covered really top to bottom all the way down. All the top water baits, the Walking Balls Part 2, some of the best top water baits on the market that nobody has even seen a lot of times. These baits here, the junior model, regular size. This is the junior model we come out last year, last cast with. That's a bad fish catching bait. All the regular juniors and the regular Walking Balls and Walking Balls junior. So we had the little jerk bait. This was new last year. You might not have seen it yet, but this is the little junior jerk master jerk bait. Really good little jerk bait that's made with bigger hooks on it.
All right, so I do have to interrupt you real quick. You knew it was going to happen. That is the bait we were absolutely smashing them with in the Great Lakes Smallmouth video that I did. Man, and I'm telling you, we put this up against insert other popular hard bait brand here, and it was 4-to-1 over everything else out there. In fact, when we would take the Livingston lure out of the water, they'd stop biting. Yeah. When I would put it back in the water, just let it sit still, the fish would start biting it, and the other people were catching fish. So anyway, I'm out now.
Yeah, hey, that's cute. That's true. When the slower a bait sits in the water, the longer a bait sits still, the more that shad sound penetrates the water and fish come to it. So I actually worked on this bait last year. We introduced it at ICAST last year. That lip has been changed about 5 times to make it really dig and dart hard. So you know, Chad, when you were working it, it really stops, goes side to side. It
so
really
what's
has a lot
funny
of
is I think they should change the name of this from a jerk bait to a pause bait. Because honestly, for Livingston, actually for most jerk baits, but specifically for Livingston, I think the pause is more important than the jerk. So the pause is the cause. Just remember that.
Pause is the cause.
The pause is the cause.
We got enough jerks out here already.
Feel free to use that. I'll get a little 50-cent royalty every time.
I get my Sharpie and call it a pause, and they write it on a pause bait. That's the Jerk Master Junior for now. Well, that bait is awesome. But like I said, all the way top to bottom, Livingston's got you covered. My howlers all the way down here. My howlers that started the craze right here. It's what we started it all with. We got a junior model of that. We got the square bill model of that. We got every square bill. So now you don't have to really look anywhere else. If you're like me, I've got tons of great old baits in my garage and boxes, and I really don't use them anymore. I can't get rid of the old nostalgia because it makes you feel good. It's like your blanket in the garage, but I don't use them because I believe in the sound so much. I've seen fish come to it. All the tanks I do seminars in, you watch fish come to that sound. So it attracts. If you don't make them all bite, you're not catching all of them. I'll be winning all tournaments, I know, but it makes the fish come, and then you got to make them bite after that. So check out LivingstonLures.com. Always a lot of baits there. We got discount code Howell25 gets you a discount. Chad might have a discount code. I don't know.
No, yours is good.
We use mine, but anyway, go on LivingstonLures.com. Check out all the lineup of baits, predator models, all the Great Lakes baits for walleye, musky, pike. Pete Main has designed all those baits up there. Then we got all the salt water. So it's a little bit of everything. You don't have to look nowhere else. Just check out LivingstonLures.com.
Dude, I got to finish with one thing though.
Yeah,
I got to tell you this. So I decided to go musky fishing in Utah. And when I got out there, I dislocated my shoulder. So I was having a hard time throwing bigger baits.
From the musky?
No, I fell down a mountain.
Oh, God.
But there was a guy out there that said, "Can I borrow your rod?" And I said, "Sure." And I handed him the rod with the Viper tied on, the 6-inch Viper. And you know how they say the musky is a fish of 10,000 casts? Okay, it's the fish of 10,000 cast unless you're throwing a Livingston lure. He caught 9 muskie in 4 hours on this bait and ended up with a monster hitting it, and the bait broke in half in the back because he probably should have been throwing the bigger viper, but I had this for smallmouth, and this guy literally in 4 hours caught 9 tiger muskies. Since then, I have taken this bait and gone out, and I don't know if you know this or not, but it looks a lot like a gizzard shad. It looks like a shiner, especially the golden shiner they have down here in Florida, or those fish they call roaches. Looks a lot like that. But you can throw this thing out there and just let it slow fall and just barely pull the rod tip to where it gets a little wiggle, and they smash it. So they consider this the Predator series, but everybody freaking forgets that a bass is a predator. And so look, guys, if
we got the bass colors in it. It's
my
the
gosh.
velvet. It's the BB Viper swim bait, and it's got the clear see-through colors. I use that for bass. Lakers caught some of his biggest bass on that bait right there.
So big bait, big fish is it? But listen, the reason Livingston doesn't really have anything new in the bass category other than that Ripper or that Magnum is because they already had us covered.
That's right.
But they are going crazy in the walleye market. They're going crazy in the predator market. But this thing right here, you guys will see the video really soon where Cody caught 9 muskie on that bait in 4 hours. The fish of 10,000 casts in 4 hours, 9 times. Anyway, check out Livingston Lures. You can get them where Randy said. You can also get them at Fish USA or one of the amazing dealers that they have around the country. So, Randy, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Y'all left. See y'all later.